Welcome back to Midco Sports Tonight. I'm Alex Heinert, joined as always on Mondays by the head coach of North Dakota hockey, Brad Berry. And Brad, your team made the trip out to Madison for the first time in a couple of seasons. A win and a draw against the 7th-ranked team in the country. Your thoughts on the performance against the Badgers this weekend?
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty successful weekend in itself. Anytime you can go on the road and get 3 or 4, we're wishing to get a sweep there. But knowing the environment of Wisconsin, being number one, a very good team, top 10 team in the country, and then having a very loud, passionate fan base there, it's good to get 3 or 4, and we'll take it and we'll move forward from there.
The big talking point of this series, of course, the switch in goal. Cam Johnson gets a little bit nicked up during morning skate on Friday. Peter Thome gets his first opportunity in net for you. Played fantastic this weekend. You got to feel really good about the freshman stepping in a big spot and pulling out a couple of really good performances for your team.
Yeah, no, we're proud of what Peter accomplished this weekend. He's worked hard all season to get that opportunity, and finally it's here. Obviously it's under the circumstance of maybe being a little bit better opportunity, meaning that Cam not getting hurt for him to go in, but he went in and he did a great job. His first period. Probably wished he wanted the first one back, but I tell you what, he settled in, and he was a big reason why we won that game in the third period, getting closing and preserving the win.
Yeah. What about his demeanor, just the person that he is, enables him to be able to find out at 11:30 before a game, hey, it's going to be your glove this weekend? What about that makes him successful in the situation?
Well, first of all, that's a tough situation to go into. Knowing that you're going to be playing only a few hours down the road, and not having a full day to prepare on sometimes that players get a chance to do. It goes to his mental toughness and the person he is. He's a competitor. He's a worker. And when we told him that he got that opportunity about 11:30 in the morning, he was all about it. And just proud of the way that he, went through his day to prepare himself to do that.
Yeah, I got the sense, too, the team seems to rally around that, too. It seemed like there was to a man, everybody said after the game on Friday, especially, like, hey, we have confidence in this guy. We know that even though Cam's not in there, we're still going to be okay.
Well, yeah, and what's fascinating, it's eerily similar to 2 years ago when we won the national championship and Cam went down in Bemidji. Matt Herinke, who's our volunteer goalie coach, had to come in, and he went on a 9-game run that helped us get to where we wanted to go. And Peter Thome, same thing. Like, it's that next man up mentality, and that's the beauty of our culture here at North Dakota Hockey. Is doesn't matter, whoever's in there is going to do the job, and everybody has confidence around each other, and they feed off that.
Yeah, you mentioned Peter letting in 2 of those first 4 shots that he faced on Friday. You go down 2-1. But this team did not quit. There was a resiliency that we saw on Friday and Saturday. This team really showed to pull back and get the victory on Friday night and pull out the tie on Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a common theme going on here right now. And again, we talked and spoke about the depth of our team at the beginning of the year. That's the key for us, the depth of our team. And to have the resolve and the resiliency to have that Friday night and Saturday night in a tough environment against a good team, we're building the right way. We need to continue to build that.
Yeah, big 3-2 win for UND on Friday night. Kind of a similar game on Saturday. Not many penalties, low scoring, good physical contest. Just an old WCHA type of a game this whole weekend.
Well, again, yeah. And again, we've been on the other side of it, losing the Friday night game and coming back with, some relentless play on our Saturday nights. They did that. You could see the first shift of the game on Saturday, Nick Jones got hit through the neutral zone, and you knew we were in for a physical game. And I thought our guys equaled that and even overseeded or superseded the physicality of the series to try to find a way to get at least a point out of there.
Yeah, so you leave Madison with the win and the draw. You also leave with a couple dinged up guys. It was kind of another tough physical week. We already talked about Cam's absence. Trevor Olson and Libwikoff weren't able to play this series. Joel Janatuinen gets a little bit dinged on Saturday. Midco has to go out halfway through. You keep talking about that next man up mentality. This team really has had to embrace that, even in the middle of games sometimes.
Well, absolutely. Like we went into the, Joel got injured there, I believe, early in the game, and then going into the third period, he tried to come back, couldn't quite get through the game, and then in the third period, we had to jumble some lines together, and I thought Nick Jones going in between Colin Adams and Jordan Kawaguchi, they did a good job, as well as the rest of the guys. So hats off to our guys as far as staying with it, even though they weren't with their common line mates through the whole game.
Yeah, well, despite some of those injuries, 6-2-2 now through 10 games. How do you think this team is coming together about a month or so into the season?
Yeah, you know what? You don't want to get too high or too low. Like, we've experienced last year where we had a lot of success and then we ran into a bump in the road. And I think our guys have learned from that. That our group has learned that, you have to have an even keelness through your group and trying to build every day and trying to get better every day. And I really like our group the way it's going again. It's having that workmanlike attitude.
Yeah, looking ahead now, you come back home to the Ralph after 2 straight weekends on the road. You get to go back into conference play and take on a Miami team that's won 3 of the last 4. What's the scout on the Redhawks this season?
Well, they returned all their scoring. They didn't lose a whole bunch from last year, and And they're a team that plays a lot of pace, and they got some very good offensive players, and we're going to have to make sure that we're bringing our A game, both games here at the Ralph this weekend.
Yeah, a couple of big ones certainly back in NCHC play. 7:30 on Friday, 7 o'clock on Saturday. Coach, thanks again for the time. Good luck against Miami this weekend.
Thanks, Alex.
Bradbury. Kelly, back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Alex. When we come back, we stay in North Dakota. It was a big weekend of semifinal action on the high school football field. We'll show you the highlights and see who punched their ticket to the Dakota Bowl. Stay right here.
Midco Sports Tonight, presented by Avera Orthopedics.